Hi there, it's Ashley, and today I'm really excited because we have Taylor Segerstrom here. She's an account specialist with us here at the Professional Massage Academy, and she's going to be answering some questions and going over frequently asked questions. And if you have any questions as we're doing this live, please feel free to write them in, and we'll answer them as we go. So thanks so much for being here, Taylor.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Great, awesome. So tell us a little bit just about your role.
So my role, I'm actually one of the first people that a prospective student actually encounters and talks to at the Professional Massage Academy. Whenever they have questions, they call in, they want to know about the program, how it works. I'm that first person that they talk to. It's actually amazing to see them start out just inquiring about how this works, how we can do this online, and then becoming a student. And so I'm actually there throughout their program as well to help out with any financial aid questions on how to pay for tuition and whatnot as well.
Perfect. Very good. So you guys will get to know Taylor quite well, and she's an awesome resource, which is really helpful. So
yeah, but I mean, people have a lot of questions, It's one of those things where, they are looking to change their life, maybe their lifestyle, their career, that can be pretty intimidating for people, and so it's really exciting for me to be able to help them through some of those challenges.
Nice. That's so awesome. All right. Well, tell us a little bit about how PMA differs from other massage schools, and you can tell everybody kind of what we have to offer.
Right. So at the Professional Massage Academy, we offer an online massage therapy program, which in itself is very different than any school, at least in Minnesota right now. Mm-hmm. No other school offers an online option, making it extremely convenient for, an adult that is already working, has a family, is extremely busy, but wants to make this their career. Our convenient program is for anyone to be able to work on when it's convenient. So whether that's at night, during the day, even if they just have a couple minutes here and there, if they have internet access, they're able to log in and work on their program. And that alone sets it completely apart from any other program in school in the area.
Yeah, that's so desirable for people nowadays, and especially to just be able to do it at your own pace. When you're able to, that's huge.
Right, well, and that is something that keeps a lot of people from moving into something that they want to do. If they want to change a career, if they don't have an option to be able to go to school when it's convenient for them, it makes them, have to wait. And then eventually, maybe in their mind, they might think that they might be too old or, it passed their time. We wanted to make sure we had something available for those who could make it work, but maybe not in the traditional sense of going to class, Monday through Friday during the day or in the evenings.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then in addition to the online training and curriculum, tell us a little bit more about the hands-on opportunities.
So we knew how we could make it work online. There is a lot of textbook work, there's reading, there's homework assignments, quizzes, and tests. We knew that was going to be the online part. So when we were coming up with how to make this work, we had to think of that hands-on training. This is massage therapy, so of course it's going to have to be in person to learn body mechanics and then also the different techniques. And so we actually set it up to where there's different benchmarks throughout the program where you have your online work and then you have that hands-on training, 1 and 2. We try and section them up that way. And then you would have some more online learning, and then you'd have another hands-on training, 3 and 4. And then online again, ending with 5 and 6 for the hands-on. And what we were able to do is actually partner with different massage businesses throughout the entire state of Minnesota. They gave us the opportunity to be able to work with students that live in Rochester, that live in Duluth. They're not that close to our physical school, so we're not going to make them drive all that way, so
Sure.
That can be pretty far. So what we do is we host the hands-on training within 50 miles of the student's home, and our instructors travel to the students.
That's so awesome.
Yes.
That makes it a lot more convenient and doable for people. So great. And lots of different locations available, which is nice.
Yes. No, and it's just made it a lot more accessible again for more people throughout the state that would love to become a massage therapist.
Perfect. Okay, and then tell us a little bit of the nitty-gritty about how much is tuition and financial aid that's available for people.
So tuition overall for the online program is $7,500. That encompasses everything, actually. So that involves the online access code, so your fee to even get access to the program. Your textbook comes along with that. You also get a free massage table shipped directly to your home. It comes with the cost of tuition, but it doesn't cost anything extra to the student. And that is theirs to actually keep even after graduating. And so that has been a huge component that students have loved. As soon as they hear that, they're like, wow, I can't believe, it's only $7,500 for tuition.
Yeah.
But you also get a welcome package as soon as you complete enrollment to become an official student. That comes with a Professional Massage Academy t-shirt, a water bottle. You also get a lotion bottle and holster as well too.
Nice. So you're kind of set once you graduate.
Yes.
With all of that.
Well, we try to make sure that they understand what goes into performing a massage too. So there's parts throughout the program where students will do massages on friends and family as part of assignments, and they're going to need that stuff. So we try and set them off with that stuff in the beginning.
Yeah.
But when it comes to financial aid, we actually work with a tuition financing company, TFC, and what we do with them is we're able to create monthly payment contracts for our students. So if someone's not able to pay for tuition up front, which most can't, we set up that monthly payment contract, and I'm actually the one that's able to sit down with the student to figure out what they're able to afford on a monthly basis. And that tuition financing company gives us the opportunity to do up to 30 months of tuition financing. And so, looking at the monthly payments over 30 months, it makes it a lot more doable for students.
Yeah.
But there's also no interest or anything like that. It's not a loan. There's no credit check. And so you're automatically able to do the payment contract without having interest added, which happens in a lot of situations with other schools.
Wow. Yeah, that's a huge opportunity for zero interest and have that opportunity to just spread things out so it doesn't hit as hard on just paying it up front.
Well, exactly. And, and even to progress further with that same point is we, with the same massage businesses that we work with throughout the state, we actually offer a tuition reimbursement program, which is a huge component when a student is curious about what can I do after I graduate. We work with them with the certain massage businesses throughout the entire state. As the student graduates, they take their certificate, they go to that location that they would like to work at. They obviously have to, be hired on, but once they're hired on, as long as they have the 2-year employment commitment and as well as the 30 hours per week at least, which is full-time for a massage therapist, they're able to qualify for that tuition reimbursement for up to $3,500 back.
Wow.
And that comes back over the course of that 2 years of employment. And so it is important to know that that doesn't come while they're in the program. It's when they're actually working in the field.
Sure. But that's just another benefit that knocks it basically in half.
Yeah, well, again, we want to make sure that opportunity is out there for those that are really passionate about it.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, awesome. And then just a couple other questions here. How does PMA incorporate online training with in-person learning? We already kind of talked about that, but tell us in particular about how they can connect with instructors and things like that.
So our instructors are always available, as am I. So I help each student, go through the enrollment process, but I'm still there to help even after they become a student when it comes to any financial questions on payments. Our instructors are the same way. If a student has questions and they are just working on their online, they're able to call, text, email, and they'll get a response right away with the help that they're needing. But as I touched on before, so again, we knew how the online was going to work. We knew what components were going to be important for that part. But again, it was the hands-on that we had to really kind of look into and figure out how to make that work. So that's when we started partnering with different massage businesses throughout the state. And so what happens is as each student gets to that first hands-on training, usually about a month in advance, the instructor will set that up with the student and also make sure that that business that they would be performing the hands-on at is also available. And so again, we make sure that it works for everybody. It's not a harsh deadline of you need to make it here on this day or good luck.
Yeah.
So, we really took a step back to make sure that we can make this work when it comes to the students and also the locations that we're using for that hands-on training.
That's awesome. Just that flexibility and support is so key in making sure everything's successful for everyone involved. Great. Okay. And then tell us a little bit about licensing in Minnesota and even other states.
Okay. So for Minnesota, you may or may not know, but this is actually not a massage licensing state. So instead of the state having that, it's just city by city, jurisdiction by jurisdiction. So it really depends on if the city has a licensing requirement or not, as opposed to like the state of California. They have it for the entire state. You have to be licensed in the state to perform massage in any of their cities there. In Minnesota, it really just depends on where you're looking to work. When you leave the Professional Massage Academy, you are certified. You have a certificate that you would take from us. It's a 600-hour certificate. You would take that to your city, and if they did have licensing requirements, that's part of becoming licensed. So you would take your certificate. Most cities have a background check that you would have to pass, and there might be some sort of licensing fee that you would pay to the city. All of those things, as soon as you have that turned in, you pass the background check, then you're licensed in that city and you're able to perform massage. And so there is actually certain cities throughout the state that don't even have licensing requirements. To give an example would be Edina, Minnesota. They don't have massage therapy licensing through the city. It's just employer by employer, so business by business. And so as long as you meet their requirements, you're good to go.
Yeah.
So, that is, a unique part of it, with the state of Minnesota, but so far we've had nothing but great reviews, and with the positions that our graduates have taken, they've had no problem.
Nice. So once they graduate, they're kind of on their way, and they can really step out into their career, their newfound career.
Yes.
Wonderful. And with that, what types of careers have PMA graduates gone on to have?
So we've had a few different ones. They've been really exciting. They usually reach back out to us and let us know how things are going.
Awesome.
We've had quite a few that have participated in the tuition reimbursement, and so what's really nice with that is we try and have their hands-on training at the same location that they're looking to work at. And so during that time, they're able to create working relationships with their future coworkers, get used to the business, get used to maybe the management or their boss ahead of time. But they have had nothing but positive things to say. Sometimes there's that anxiety of, you're graduating from a degree or from a program with a degree and you're just not really sure where to go. Yeah. There's been a lot of really good feedback with how easy it was for them to just progress right into that career. And we've also had quite a few students that have taken it upon themselves to do their own work at home, or they have rented out spaces and kind of turned it into their own little business as well.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
So many opportunities for people once they've graduated, and they can kind of take it from there. So that's really exciting.
We love what we do. We love, working with the students and seeing how happy it makes them to see that their dreams are starting to come true as they get through that program. So
Absolutely. Well, very good. I'm just going to take a quick glance and see if we have any questions. And if you're watching live, if you do have any questions, feel free to write them in. Otherwise, if you watch this later in the replay and you do have questions, feel free to write them in as well, and we will respond. We'll just give people a quick minute here. Is there anything else that you'd like to note that we didn't already touch on with all the questions?
We get a lot of, especially in the beginning, there's a lot of thinking that goes into making a decision to, progress into a program like this. Sure. So a lot of our questions either revolve around, how is this online?
Right.
Or it is, how they can take this and try and make it a part of their daily life.
Sure.
And so that's why we want to always stress a huge portion of what we discuss, that this is on your time. We don't have strict deadlines for assignments. We offer different commitment levels for our programs, so students can choose the commitment level that they know they can work with.
Sure.
And so, an example would be our Commitment A option is for students who don't have a lot of time to put towards their program, but they want to do something to make those smaller steps.
Yeah.
And so, a huge thing to remember is whether it's 7 o'clock at night and you have just an hour of freedom,
Yeah.
you're able to log right in, and that's an hour that you can take off for that week that you would continue needing to do. So, just remember that you can make it work. We have something that's available. Our lowest commitment level is 5 hours a week. So if you can just take 1 hour, 5 days out of the 7-day week, you can still work towards your dream.
Yeah. Oh, that's so awesome. Well, very good. I don't see any questions, so we will go ahead and close. As you've noted from what we've said today, PMA has the flexible tracks to help students achieve their dreams, and you can become a massage therapist on your own time with that combination of online learning and hands-on focus skills with the instructors still. And if you have any further questions about tuition, curriculum, or anything else, please contact us. Go to the contact page on PMA's website, and you'll hear from the admissions staff, and you'll get to know Taylor. And we hope that this helped with figuring out any questions that you might have had, or just giving you some overall really great information. So thank you so much, Taylor.
You are
Appreciate
welcome.
it. All right.